Then all those hedge funds out there with short interest, you got to hold with diamond hands because at some point it's going to happen and we're going to be going to the moon and it's just going to be...
This could be a while.
It's over, Anakin!
Let's get started.
I have the high ground!
Hey, it's John from Adults Have Toys Too. Today I'm looking at the Samsung Galaxy Buds Pro. The Galaxy Buds Pro are a really nice set of earbuds. They work well, they have some nice features, and I'm not going to be keeping them. The Buds Pro I bought with my own money, and I was really excited for them. And to tell you why I'm not going to be keeping them, we're going to have to go back in time a little bit and talk about the Samsung Galaxy Buds and the Samsung Galaxy Buds Plus. The Buds Pro are really what I see as the evolution of that line, where the Buds Live are kind of an offshoot. I actually bought the original Buds when they first came out, and I actually made a video review of those, but that was really early on in my video making process, so maybe you don't want to take a look at that. The recap of that review is pretty much they're a nice set of earbuds. They work well with pretty much any phone, and they sound good, and they're comfortable, and they do what they need to do. But not long after these came out, Samsung then came out with the Buds Plus. When we're talking about the Buds Plus compared to the original Buds, you're looking at pretty much the exact same form factor, just polished up a little bit, with an entirely different set of internals. And when I say polished up a little bit, I mean it. The case is actually shiny. But the internal changes are what really makes these earbuds my favorite earbuds to date. They add in an additional driver, which improves the sound quality. The transparency mode doesn't sound like you're talking to somebody through a 1920s telephone. And the battery life is significantly improved with 11 hours in the Buds themselves, with the case doubling it compared to 6 hours in the Buds itself, to the case also about doubling that. So if you're in between these two, I wouldn't even consider the original Galaxy Buds and only take a look at the Galaxy Buds Plus, because these things do absolutely everything the original Buds did, just better. And the price difference is close enough that you're really getting your money's worth when you go with the Plus versus the original Buds. And so this brings us from the Buds Plus to the Buds Pro. When these were first announced, I was really excited because this seems like the next step up from the Buds Plus. And in a lot of ways, they are. So to get all the good stuff out of the way, we're talking better sound quality, we're talking better transparency mode, we're talking actually having active noise cancellation, and we're talking about a bunch of little quality of life improvements that just make these nicer to use than the original Galaxy Plus. And you get all that with a case that's even a little bit smaller, though I do have an annoyance. When you pick up the Galaxy Buds Plus case, there's two sides it could potentially open, since it's a pill shape. It's going to be on the long sides. And you can immediately tell which side is the one that opens because there's a little bit of a ridge that tells you how to open the case. When you pick up the Buds Pro case, if you're in the dark and you can't see, there are 4 sides that potentially could be the ones opening, and 3 of those 4 sides have a ridge that you could pull it open from. But that's something you can easily get used to. Really, the rest of the review aside, the main reason why I'm not keeping these and I'm going to stick with the Buds Plus is just the way they fit. Now, I know everybody's ears are different, so your mileage may vary, but there's something specific that Samsung did with the Galaxy Buds and the Galaxy Buds Plus, which I think is genius, that they gave up on the Buds Pro, and that's the rubber wingtip. When you put the Galaxy Buds Plus in, you kind of set the ear tip in and then screw it into your head, and it makes for a very secure fit with a good seal that I've never had fall out. In comparison, with the Galaxy Buds Pro, you put the ear tip in and you can try to screw it in, but that big portion of the earbud doesn't quite grab the same way that rubber ear tip does. So what I find is even with trying the different ear tips, it's difficult for me to get a good seal, and I've actually had these fall out once, and that's without even going for a run. On top of that, after wearing it for about a half hour or so, the Buds Pro start to hurt my ears, whereas the Buds Plus feel like they're not even there. And that really gets highlighted when I was going back and forth between the Buds to test them, that when I took out the Buds Pro and I put a set of Buds Plus in, I felt an immediate sense of relief and just happy that I had something more comfortable in my ears. So while the Buds Pro have improved on the Buds Plus in pretty much every measurable metric, plus it has active noise cancellation, I just can't bring myself to keep them because the whole point of truly wireless earbuds is for you to be able to throw them in your head and be able to wear them out for runs, be able to wear them while you're watching a movie, to be able to wear them for long periods of time and be comfortable with them. And if the Buds Pro just can't be comfortable in my head and I'm afraid of these things falling out, there's really no reason for me to keep them over the Buds Plus. And to talk about that active noise cancellation for a moment, while the Buds Plus do not have active noise cancellation, they actually do a pretty good job of isolating the sound with just being in your ears with a good seal. The Buds Plus block out a lot of the noises that I'm worried about while I'm around the house or while I'm out and about. I would say where the active noise cancellation comes in handy more would be on something like an airplane with a long, low rumbling noise, or maybe you're a passenger on a road trip and you have the road noise. Other than that, higher pitched noises I've noticed have been blocked out better by the Buds Plus than they are with the Buds Pro. So I just wanted to bring you a viewpoint of the Galaxy Buds Pro from somebody who spent their own real money on it and who already likes the Samsung Galaxy Buds ecosystem. If Samsung made these internals with these externals, they would make the perfect set of buds for me. Now these things might be great for you, so by all means, if you like them, try them out. They're a great set of buds. Just make sure you're paying attention to how they feel and how secure they feel. I did spend some time with the Galaxy Buds Pro listening to them and playing around with them with the intention of doing a fully detailed review. But at the end of the day, they're pretty much the same thing as the Galaxy Buds Plus, just better. Sound quality's better, everything's better, other than that comfort factor. So if you want the little nitty-gritty details, please take a look at a lot of other reviews out there. But for me, I think the key I'm trying to get across here is what matters most in a set of earbuds is how well it fits in with your lifestyle. And for me, even though the Galaxy Buds Plus don't have as many features and aren't as high quality as the Galaxy Buds Pro, it just fits in with my lifestyle better than the Galaxy Buds Pro do. So I've told you my viewpoint. Let me know in the comments below what your viewpoint is and which way you would go if you're in the market for buying truly wireless earbuds. And if you do want to buy a set of these, check the description below and click on one of my affiliate links to help out the channel. But until next time, never stop having fun.